As a roguelike connoisseur, yes, Boel, yes, what is it? What is your favorite? And what would you suggest is a good start for new players? Some good roguelikes. First and foremost, I feel like the important thing to state about roguelikes is that they cater to a specific kind of player, I guess. You need to kind of be okay with dying. The same people that will put down Elden Ring because, like, F this. I'm just dying. Are people, I think, that sometimes will put down roguelikes because it's just not their type of game. And I think that's important to state. And that it's like, you know, it's okay not to like roguelikes and roguelites. Because it does kind of cater. They tend to be a little difficult. They tend to be hard. And they tend to punish you. And the rewarding part of the game is getting punished and then eventually overcoming that. Which is my favorite thing in video games, by the way. And so if you're going fresh into the genre, it's important to remember that if you're just dying and losing, you're playing the game correctly and it's going well. But at the same time, if you also don't like that feeling, that just probably means that you don't like the genre, and you should probably just be okay with that. But some good roguelikes. I love Enter the Gungeon. It's a phenomenal game. It has a top-down view, but you aim with a mouse, and the aiming is kind of important. It still plays on console pretty well. People like it, but I prefer to play keyboard and mouse because you aim. It's all about guns in that game. You have ridiculous guns and different combos, and the game is kind of hilarious. Kind of doubles down on its own theme. If you like something more like this, I think Curse of the Dead Gods is a really nice place to start. It doesn't hit you with a lot of riff-raff and story. And I think it's cleaner than Hades. Hades, phenomenal game. If you dive into Hades, you'll probably enjoy it. But I think the flashy combat and the graphics is less clean and might be a little tougher as a new roguelike enjoyer. Another cute roguelike that you might want to check out is Moonlighter. Moonlighter is a roguelike where you kind of manage a shop as a nice little mini game on the side. It's a good game to check out. Another cute one, if you want something that's more console, definitely check out Rogue Legacy 2. You don't have to play the first Rogue Legacy. Matter of fact, I'd suggest you don't play the first one because the second one is just a better version and there's no like real story or anything. Thoroughly enjoy that. Thoroughly enjoy Rogue Legacy 2. That is more of a platformer roguelike. So, you know, 2D platforming. So if you like Metroidvania style games in 2D like Hollow Knight and, you know, stuff like that, but you want the roguelike experience with that, try Rogue Legacy. It's really good. Some honorable mentions in the chat are Binding of Isaac and Dead Cells. Two games that I know is really, really good, but they haven't really clicked for me personally. Those are two games as well that I think if I just gave it enough time, I would start enjoying them really, really much. You'll realize that I'm like naming a lot of roguelikes here because I think the place to start should be the one that sort of like clicks in theme. Spire is a game I've played a lot. Good suggestion. If you like kind of deck building and card games, Spire is a phenomenal game. It's so good. But you'll notice that, you know, Rogue Legacy 2, more kind of 2D platforming. Enter the Gungeon, top down but aim with the mouse. Curse of Dead Gods, top down but kind of action and heavy swinging and not aim with the mouse kind of. It's more you swing in your weapon. Oh, an honorable mention that is a little lighter on the theme might be UnderMine, or what's it called that? UnderMine? Where you're like a little pickaxe dude running in a mine. Kind of nice little roguelike. Not on the top of my list, but it's nice. Might be a nice starting point for its cute graphics and slightly easier gameplay, I would say. Gunfire Reborn. Yeah, Gunfire Reborn is a 3D FPS roguelike, kind of. I feel like I didn't give you one, but I gave you a bunch of options. And hopefully, one of those, I suggest picking one where the theme kind of feels like, oh yeah, I've played a similar game like that, but not a roguelike. And then pick that one and give it a go. Difference between roguelikes and roguelites. I've seen videos on this subject, and even though I haven't really put it to memory. You know why? I think it doesn't matter to me. I think one is described as being a little more free in its concept. A roguelike is where you die, you lose everything, and you start over. That's like a pure roguelike, because it's like the game Rogue that invented the genre. And then a roguelite is every other game, because most roguelites has some sort of permanent upgrade system where even though you die, your character got a little stronger and a little stronger and a little stronger. And I think that's when it turns into a roguelite. But to be frank, there aren't really any roguelikes. Like name me one of these games that we talked about that doesn't have some sort of permanent stat upgrade, or you unlock something, or you increase the pool of games upgrades. Isaac? But if you increase the amount of upgrades you can get, and as a result, your character gets better upgrades to find in the dungeon, isn't that a roguelite? I think so. Anyways, to me, I don't think it matters too much. I feel like the two have become so intertwined. For me personally, I've never gone in as like, this game doesn't have a permanent upgrade system, but they said it was a roguelite. It's like, it's minor differences, and most modern roguelikes are roguelites. And I don't think your average consumer goes in and because they see that genre, they kind of know what it means. I don't think they make I don't think it matters too much. But people on the internet wants to be very specific. This is true. This can be celebrated. Or hated. Celehated. This can be celehated. Do it!